Let me just set my phone up here. I'm gonna actually turn on my computer so I can see the chat. How is everybody doing tonight? Thank you for joining. Guys, we are over here on YouTube. Let me just get in here to make sure I can see this chat. Let me know if you guys can hear me well and everything. What is everybody up to tonight? Tube Studio. Hey, Shawana. Hey, Betty. Thanks for joining. Hey, y'all. Happy Monday and happy holidays, everybody. I cannot believe we are in holiday week. It literally feels like November just started. I don't know how we're at Thanksgiving, but happy holidays to everybody. It's holiday season. I done pulled up in my pajamas because after this, y'all know I'm going to bed. Y'all know I'm up past my bedtime. I'm going to bed after this. I have me some hot chocolate here. But I just wanted to come on really quick and do a little bit of a chat because a lot has happened over the last couple weeks. Hey, Gina. Hey, just returned. You just returned from, did you go on the cruise yesterday or today? The 2-day? Where are you just returning from? Okay, I don't know why this thing, I cannot ever get YouTube all the way working. Hey, Michelle. Oh, from Venezuela. Oh, wait, Benicia. Look. Y'all see I'm tired for real. Benicia. How was Benicia? I have been on the Carnival Benicia. I enjoyed it. I thought it was a really cute little decor and everything. It was giving the Italian vibes. Hey, Christian. What's up, girl? Hey. Hey, y'all. All right, so let's get started. So I Love Cruising Royal said, hey, Jen and everybody, you doing another group cruise? I don't have Virgin money. Oh, I'm sorry, girl. Look, hopefully we can pull a miracle. You know, I know Virgin is not the easiest to come up with the money for, but the experience is so worth it. And I just don't foresee myself like taking a risk with any other cruise line because we just have with Virgin. I just have to get you on the ship and you're gonna have a good time. Other cruise lines, I may have to do a little mixing and mingling to you know, make sure. And I feel like the experience isn't consistent with other cruise ships. I guess that's the best way to put it. So maybe in the future, you never know. Maybe in the future I'll work with some other cruise lines, but right now it's all Virgin for me. Karina said, hey girl. Hi, Warren. Hello, love your videos. Helped me on my first cruise about a month ago. I am so happy to hear that. Glad you enjoyed your cruise. I wish I was in Venezuela. Benicia is cool, enjoying myself. Okay, I'll go on my first Virgin in April. I'm so excited. Oh, I'm so excited for you. I hope you enjoy it. It's definitely been fun. So for those of you who don't know, the past kind of 2 weeks, I've been on and off 2 separate ships with Virgin. So I had my annual Friendsgiving cruise. This was my second time hosting. And y'all, this cruise was so good. When I tell y'all, like, when I think back on it, I'm still getting emotional, like, to this moment because it was just such a beautiful experience. Once again, like when I host my group cruises, I make the post on social media. A lot of times I only talk about it one time and you either know about it or you don't. I am going to get out of that. So that's why we're here on live today because I am going to do a better job of sharing the cruise. Honestly, I didn't want it to get too big. But now I understand, like I've prayed on it, I thought about it, and I know that it's time to expand and open this up to more people. There were so many people that were familiar with me on this cruise, and you know, they were really a little upset with me that they didn't know that I was hosting. So I'm going to do a better job of promoting and putting it out there. I think I can manage it, and I'm ready to do some big things with Friendsgiving. So Friendsgiving year 3 is getting a facelift, and I'm adding some new events. So I hope you guys can join. We're going to jump into what Friendsgiving 2025 is in a second. I posted about it, so the information is out there, but I want to talk a little bit about what happened this year. First off, so we had 20 women join this year. We had about 3 or 4 repeats from last year. And the majority of the rest of the people from last year's cruise have booked a second cruise during different locations. And so my vision for this group cruise is to help first-time solo travelers especially feel comfortable getting on the ship. Because once you get that first cruise in, I guarantee you are not going to want to stop. So My goal is to host this cruise really as an opportunity for solo travelers to come together, to meet some like-minded people. Maybe you can do like I have 3 on on Valiant Lady right now that were on my group cruise last year. They linked up and they're actually doing their own little cruise together and hanging out. So it's been really beautiful. There have been so many instances of that. I feel like just about everyone left with a relationship or a close friendship that they have kept up over the year. And that is what means the world to me and what has made me so happy about this cruise and why I love it. So if you are someone like, first off, I open this cruise to everyone. So guys are invited, women are invited. I don't close it off to anyone. I just say you got to come with good vibes, because you have to come, willing. You can be introverted. Like, that's okay. We can deal with an introvert, but you have to become like no drama, come willing to meet with people. Come to at least one of the group events. I'm the type of person where I wanted to host a solo meetup where it wasn't like that forced feeling. My first 2 cruises were group cruises, and it just felt horrible. I knew I liked cruising, but I didn't like the pressure that I felt to first engage and participate in all events. And I didn't like the fact that I felt so awkward as a solo traveler. So that's really why I kind of started this group, to be the opposite of everything I hated about group travel. So just come with good vibes and you're invited. So that's it. And so I would tell you guys, make sure we don't have any notifications coming in. As far as for this year, for next year, goodness, we are doing Friendsgiving 2025 on Virgin Voyages Scarlet Lady. So we are taking it back to the original ship for Virgin. Really excited and happy to be back on Scarlet. It's a beautiful ship. And Scarlet is actually getting a couple of upgrades right now as we speak. So by the time we get on next year, there are going to be some new things that we didn't see when we were on last year. And so I'm really excited to be back on that ship. This particular sailing is going to be 5 nights, and we are going to Grand Turk and to Bimini, Bahamas. So we are going to Turks and Caicos. I am so excited because I've been to Grand Turk, and there wasn't a ton to do at the port, but it is the most beautiful water I've seen. And I kind of have some ideas of what I want us to do as a group event if you want to join. Of course, they have horseback riding. They have the little ATVs and all types of events and things that you can do out there. If you're that adventurous type like my sister, you can do that. Otherwise, there will be a group thing that I will kind of navigate and push everyone towards. But of course, you don't have to participate. So that is the information for 2025. The booking is open now. I kind of didn't expect you guys to start booking today, to be honest. I put the information out there because Virgin rolled out their Black Friday sale. And right now, the cruise is probably the cheapest it's going to be. So I wanted to go ahead and put my information out so that you could take advantage of some of those extras and perks that you'll get with Virgin. The biggest thing that you'll get if you book right now is if you are booking a sea terrace cabin, so the balcony cabin that has that hammock. If you book that, there are some options to get free drinks added on to your sailing. So that is going to be the only way you can do the free drinks. There will be some additional monies that are added because we have a group. But for right now, if you want to get I think it's $100 to $200 in drinks, kind of depending on which room you do, then the time to book is now. And you actually have until December 30th. So like I said, I am going to talk about the cruise a lot more this year and push it a lot more. I'm expecting a pretty big group because we already have quite a few bookings already. So I think this one is going to be a little bit bigger and I'm nervous about it, but I'm ready for it. So let me see what you guys said here in the chat. Let's see. Lisa is getting on the Scarlet Lady next month for New Year's Eve. Oh, Lisa, enjoy yourself. That is going to be a good time. I actually just booked someone on that sailing too. Karina said, Virgin is expensive, but well worth it from the food, customer service, solo focused activities, and overall experience. Yep, I could not agree more. And one thing about it, Karina could tell you. She could tell you about that experience because, I say the same thing when it comes to the price. So I 100% get it. And that is why I share all cruise lines. I've shared deals for MSC, for Carnival. And I've been on all those cruise lines, but just the experience you get and what I want this cruise to remain as being for a solo traveler, there's just no experience that beats it. So it's going to be Virgin as far as I'm concerned, unless something better comes out. I love cruising. Royal says so true. I love cruising solo and meeting people, yet I still want to meet my Mr. ILCR and cruise too. Oh, is that? I don't know what ILCR. Y'all look. I'm old. Y'all got to tell me what these abbreviations mean. When so the next Friendsgiving is going to be November 21st through 26th, 2025. So we are well ahead this year. I love Turks and Caicos, especially Margaritaville. Yep, so there is a Margaritaville out there at Grand Turk. So I'm excited about going to that. But you guys can ask me any questions you have. I can tell y'all a little bit about what the last couple of weeks has been for me. So this year's Friendsgiving cruise, like I said, we had 20 women and we went to the Dominican Republic into Bimini, Bahamas. So the Dominican Republic, first off, it had the audacity to rain on my cruise. So it rains and y'all, I don't know if y'all can tell, I got leave out this time. Now, normally I wear closures. I know some of y'all don't know what it means, but we all family here. But I be wearing closures, so it usually doesn't matter if my hair gets wet. But this time when my hair got wet, it was destroyed. So I was not in a good mood. If you want to see me upset, let my hair get wet. But hair got wet, curled up. And so I was just like, man, I was not prepared for this. It didn't even cross my mind. Once we made it past a hurricane and like the hurricane hit before we got there, I was like, okay, we're safe. But no, we got rained on. And when I tell you guys, we chose the perfect excursion for rain. So they kind of split us up to where we took a shuttle over to the, what is that called? Like the little rum factory there. And so we got to taste rum. Like, y'all, it was like 10 in the morning and we were drinking 6 rums, taking little shots and trying them. So we're inside of a building, which was perfect and kept us away from the rain. And y'all, like after we got those shots in, the bus got lit. So after that, we went to a, like a little kind of pavilion where there were some Dominican dancers there. So they taught us how to do like the little Dominican dance. And then we ate like this really, really good food. And yeah, I got to start learning the names of these things we be doing because I can't remember the name of that dance and I don't want to butcher it up. But it was like bachata or something like that. I don't know. But we learned like dances, ate, and there was an open rum bar there too. So it was just imagine, like it's raining outside, you getting good food, good drinks, dancing. They put on a show out there in the DR. Like this was probably my favorite cruise I have been on. And not just because it was Friendsgiving, just because of the good time I had. So that was there. And then Bimini, Bahamas is always a good time. So Virgin has their adult beach club out there. So they bring out the floaties, they blow bubbles, they do like all of the fun stuff where you have access to the beach and to the pool. So both of those stops were just so much fun. And for me, the best part was just, you know what? Whoever was at karaoke is going to argue and say, for me, it was karaoke. I know Karina was there. A couple of y'all in here where it was at karaoke. I had a good time at karaoke. And that is something that I normally would not do in front of people. But y'all family, so I had a time. So I had an amazing time doing that. But really the best part for me was just getting to sit down and have the conversations with everybody. Because a lot of the time, like it would be late night and we would just sit out. Like we sat at On the Rocks, the bar, after seeing the live band. Like after the band left and everybody closed down, we just sat down and we were able to talk. And that's what I love. And I was kind of talking about this on a live the other day. But like I live in Atlanta by myself and I see my family like every couple of months. But a lot of times, like I don't just embrace people and I'm not just around people on a regular basis. So, you know, like I really do spend a lot of time alone. And so getting to come out with you all and just hugging and, you know, just being in that space, it meant so much to me. Both of my best friends, which if you guys watch my stories, one of my best friends was on Virgin with me for a 2-day cruise. She lives in Memphis. My other best friend is in Memphis. My entire family is in Memphis. And so, you know, I'm really kind of alone most of the time. And so when I get to come around you all, it means so much. In this cruise, I don't know exactly what happened. I'm just now finding out. I had a video that was kind of going viral like right before I left, but I was so locked into Friendsgiving that I didn't realize it. But this has been the most I was approached by people. And thank goodness for my group because they were okay with sharing me. But everybody would like come up to the dinner table and stuff and just speak. And it meant so much to me because it wasn't just like, oh, I watch your videos. They were literally like, I came on this cruise because I watch your videos. And like when they hugged me, I could just feel the love. Like it's hard to describe, but it wasn't just like, oh, hey, you know, it was just like, you know, you could just feel it. And that is what has made me say, like, I have to open this up. I have to expand and let more people come out. It's scary for me. It's scary for me because, like I said, I am, believe it or not, a loner. I will sit on this camera and talk to y'all all day, but I'm not used to being around so many people. So it's a big deal for me, but I understand, and I feel so grateful to be able to have brought together so many people and to see the friendships that have evolved for myself as well as for some of you all. So that's what it's about for me, and that's why Friendsgiving is going to get a bigger push, and then I feel like it needs to get a little bit of a makeover so that it can be a little bit more interactive for those of you who want those interactions. And thank you, I Love Cruise and Royal, for reminding everyone to smash that like button. Please do, so they will push this live out. It will be saved to the channel. Karina said karaoke was fire. Hey, Miss D25. Nakia, hey. Hey, Feeling D. Hi, Isabel. Let's see, Miss D25 said received a text that they're doing a Black Friday sale. Yep, there is the Black Friday sale. There are two separate things kind of going on. As far as for my solo travelers, the best is going to be the Sea Terrace sales. So they have done some reductions on the double occupancy. So if you don't know, typically when you book a balcony cabin, you have to pay for two because you're paying for the whole cabin. But because Virgin is doing kind of like this thing to adjust it a little bit, it's a little bit cheaper than it would normally be. And you also get $100 in free drinks if you book a balcony cabin. That's on any sailing. So definitely take advantage of that. Like I said, that is going to end, I think, December 30th. There are like three different sales kind of going on, but the best ones that I have seen are on balconies. There's also a $99 a night sale going on certain insider cabins, but it's lock-it-in cabins, which I would say be mindful of booking because you can't make any changes to those when you do those lock-it-in rates. So I highly recommend just going ahead and doing the regular. If you can splurge and do it, do the Sea Terrace. You only have to pay 20% down to lock in your room for Friendsgiving. Any cruise that's more than 120 days away, you only have to pay 20% down, and it'll be due at the 120 day mark, which for Friendsgiving is sometime in July. I haven't even looked at the exact date, but it's sometime in July is when your final payment is due. So you can make your 20% payment, down payment like today or whenever you book the cruise, and then you can come back and make the rest of the payment in July if you want to. I wouldn't advise it. I would advise that you spread it out, but if you wanted to do that, that option is available for you. Rachel said, hello, Jen. Been watching you for a while, and I love your videos. Thank you, Rachel. I appreciate it. Thanks for joining. But yeah, so that is where we are on Friendsgiving for last year, for this year. Also, in addition, so I came back, spent probably like 5 days at home, went back to Miami and got on Virgin's Resilient Lady for a travel agent retreat. This was their first time where they brought travel agents together and kind of let us know kind of what Virgin's direction is and where they're going. We learned a lot of good history about Virgin and kind of how they came to doing adult only. Because if you guys don't know, they're one of the only adults only cruise lines out there. There are some that are kind of like tailored towards an older audience, so it kind of pushes children out. But Virgin is the only one that is straight up like adults only. And I love that. And they also have an all-inclusive kind of model. So that's another reason why I prefer them over other cruise lines, is because once you pay that cruise fare, like, yes, it is expensive compared to other cruise lines, but you're gonna have your soda, Wi-Fi is $150. So Wi-Fi is the thing that I have to have for every cruise because I'm posting to you all. So the fact that that's included means the world to me. But you're gonna have that, you're gonna have like your entertainment, your exercise classes, of course, all the restaurants, and there are no buffets. Now, I know some of y'all love buffets. Now, probably I love Cruise and Royal. Royal has a decent buffet. But otherwise, I am not a fan of buffets. So I'm very happy with the fact that Virgin does kind of the restaurant eatery type deal. And they have the bulk of their restaurants in this area called the Galley, which is kind of like a food kitchen type deal. So it's just way better for me than any other cruise line. Let's see, I see, will my credit go towards that 20%? Yep, Christian, yours will. How do we book with you so we can get the cheapest rate? Oh, thanks for asking that. So yeah, I guess I do need to talk about that. So in order to book with me, I am going to put the link in the description of this video. It's not there yet, but I am going to put that link there. You can email me and I can kind of work through and take a look at everything for you. But all of Virgin sales are already loaded to the website when you use my link. You automatically get the $100 for booking with me. So everything, as long as you book and you see my name in the top left corner, you'll be able to get the benefit of that. But if you want to have a discussion with me and email me if we need to hop on a call or whatever we need to do, I'm open to doing that too. Hey Angela, how you doing? Worth every penny I spent. I'm so happy to hear that. Yeah, so Angela's another one that was in karaoke with me, so she knows I don't play about karaoke. Have y'all broke out the hot chocolate yet? I am such a hot chocolate person. Let's see. Okay, I think I'm caught up on the comments. So what else do you guys want to know about Virgin or want to know about the group trip? I know I'm excited. I'm already ready to go. I don't know how I'm going to make it 365 days or 64 days at this point. Looking now and I don't see November on that ship. I'm looking now. Okay. I love cruising raw. I will send it to you. Let me see if I can get into the link of this video without messing it up and add it in there. But it's going to be November 21st through 26th of next year. Hey Mika, let's see, Mika said, hey Jen, I just got off the Resilient Lady today. Thank you for what you do. You inspired me to take my Virgin Voyages solo cruise and I'm ready to book one with you. Yay, I'm so happy you caught it, Mika. Okay, so if you guys don't know, so I was talking about Virgin's weekend cruise. And so I had, first off, let me back up. I have been saying that I was not going to become a travel agent. And I'm gonna tell you guys why. Because I know that for me, the type of person I am is I want to be hands-on. And it was a time where I was traveling way too much to be a travel agent. Well, I did some reworking in what I wanted to do. And after like talking to you guys one-on-one, I was like, I need to be booking y'all, like for real, for real. So I decided to take the time to become a travel agent. And I started doing the first video I really shared that I was like booking clients in was one about this 2-day weekend selling. Y'all, I ended up having like 30 people to book through me for this weekend selling. So I had so many people on the ship, and one of my best friends was actually on as well. And she told me how many times my name came up. So I'm really mad that I wasn't on that cruise, but I was just entirely too tired. But I heard that 2-day cruise was a good time. I'm hoping that they do it again. So it was just a 2-day cruise and they just sailed around the ocean and didn't go anywhere. They called it like a cruise to nowhere. So that was similar to what my travel agent cruise was. So we did that 2 days before the one that they did with the public that ended today. But y'all, they had a good time. Like, Mika, I'm so glad you had an opportunity to go. And I'm hoping that everyone that went as a solo traveler, I'm hoping that that kind of gave you a feel for what it would feel like to solo cruise. Oh, okay. I love cruising raw. Okay, got you. The trip is November 21st through 26th, 2025. Hey, Geraldine. Are they still giving free bar tab? Yep. So there are, if you book Sea Terrace rooms right now, there are additional bar tab opportunities. How much you get depends on specific sailings. I have a client that booked a cruise with me in January who was getting $200 in bar tab, and she's a solo traveler. And I had someone book today for Grand Turk, and it was $100. So it's different sailings, different amounts. But if you get a balcony cabin, you are going to get bar tab as long as you book before December 30th. Let's see. Miss Dee Dee said, any solo cabin deals for your Friendsgiving? No deals that I know of, but solo cabins are only starting at $1,100, which is very cheap. compared to a lot of the cruises. I don't think any of my cruises have started with solo cabins at 1,100. They're always at least 1,300, 1,400. So I don't know exactly why it's that cheap right now, but it probably won't be like that for long. So I would jump on it. They do have those available too. So let's see. Melanie said, I'm so excited for my trip in January to do the Dominican days. You inspired me to solo cruise as well. Hey, Melanie, thank you for booking with me. I recognize your name. So I'm excited for your Dominican days because I don't know if you were on here when I first started, but I just had a good time on that Dominican sailing. It's been my favorite trip to date. Let's see. Mika said there were so many others on there. Addie and Terry, See It With C, Image Family. Yeah, and so it was really cool because Addie and Terry and See It With C were on my travel agent sailing too. So I saw them the sailing right before. I literally got off before you got on. So I hated I missed you guys and I really wanted to come. But I had been traveling so much and I am like tired after I vlog and stuff. So I needed the rest. And honestly, y'all, I'm going home to be with my family for the first Thanksgiving in 3 years. They have fussed at me and begged me to come home for Thanksgiving. So I moved Friendsgiving up this year. So I'm going home in the morning. So that's why I wanted to hop on and do this live. 1,100 for two. The 1,100 is for a solo insider. Yep. So that's the total for the solo insider. For two, let me see if I still have it pulled up. If I actually switched the screen. And I didn't want to get fully into prices because I want to save this and I know the rates are going to change. But I'll kind of tell you guys a little bit. So let me just say, as a disclaimer, whatever rates I give right now, they are subject to change. It is Virgin Voyages changing it, not me. So we'll talk about rates, but I just need to put that disclaimer out there so that if it's different when you reach out to me, just know it's not me doing it. Are you releasing a vlog for Friendsgiving? Yes, Zoom speed, I am. I was hoping to get it out this week, but I think I'm gonna glide through Thanksgiving and the first video will either come out Friday or Sunday of this week. So I'm gonna kind of see how many people are online Friday. I like to drop on Friday night. So Friendsgiving is gonna have to be multiple videos this year, which is good. Last year, I was kind of getting my foot in and I struggled to vlog because if you guys don't know, everything is me. I'm booking, I was hosting, I'm vlogging, I do the editing, I do everything for my page that you see. I'm responding to comments, so it is me when I'm responding on Instagram or anywhere else, and y'all know I respond to every comment. So it was a lot last year trying to vlog and host, but this year I managed to do both. And so there is a vlog and there are a lot of funny parts. Like this is probably the funniest vlog I've seen of me. So I'm excited. Please don't forget to put the link in the video because I really want to come. Okay, Rachel, yeah, I definitely will. I'm sorry it's not in there yet, y'all. I'm always having technical difficulties with YouTube, so I wanted to make sure I had the video right and didn't have to switch it, so I didn't put the link in yet. But it will be there. No, I don't want to. Please send me. I'm gonna do it for next year. Do you have any good Thanksgiving food like your mama would cook? So last year we went over actual Thanksgiving and they had like fried turkey, like a big fried turkey wing at Razzle Dazzle. They had some different like turkey, like cider offerings for drinks. So they did like a Thanksgiving theme last year. I don't know if it's because we went so early this year because we went on November 8th. Or if they just did away with that. So there weren't a lot of Thanksgiving offerings. If you guys look at the dates, we actually will not be gone Thanksgiving for next year's Friendsgiving. We will be coming back the day before Thanksgiving. And I hate that because I know like nobody wants to be in the airport the day before Thanksgiving. But in order to get this itinerary, that's kind of where we were. It was either do this or do the 4-day to Key West. And I'm already doing a couple of those for a group trip. So I didn't want to do Key West again. Workroom 502 said, hello, looking to take my first cruise next year. Would love to help you book as long as it's Virgin. Thank you, Christian. I appreciate it. She said I still did a great job last year. Yeah, it was a lot trying to manage like filming and doing it. And like I struggle because a lot of times like the people who come with me, like if you don't want to be in the video, I don't want you to be forced to be in the videos. So it's hard for me to just kind of like chop everybody out and just pull out the camera and start talking. Because that was the big thing I said this year is like I wanted to be in the moment. Last year, I was like so afraid and critical of everything, and I just wanted everybody to have a good time. So I was just kind of running and all over the place. And I really struggled with it, just because I felt the pressure of wanting to do well because it was my first one. And this year, I just kind of gathered myself before and I just prayed on it. And I was like, I pray that I can be whatever everyone needs me to be in this space. And I pray that I can be in the moment and not in my head about anything going on. So when that rain started falling and I got that attitude, I had to check myself real quick because I was like, this is not what you talked about before. So this year I really got to like really enjoy the cruise, and I feel like that made the biggest difference. And kind of like what I was saying about the relationships too. Not that like me and my sister had like a bad relationship or anything, but like we're 8 years apart. And so this year, like one of the things that made me really happy was I felt like we kind of lost our age gap. Like we've like literally grown up together, lived together and all of that. But we have that age gap, and I've always kind of looked at her as like my baby. Like she's my baby sister. But like this year we hung out like friends. And y'all, like I cannot wait to see her tomorrow because we had a good time. Like from just being in the room, cracking up and everything. And I don't usually share rooms, so I gotta love you to share a room with you. so that's my girl, and I had such a good time with her. You're doing a great job blogging this hard work. Thank you. I love cruising raw. I appreciate it. Your sister vlog definitely gave a good overview of the Thanksgiving meals they offered last year. Yeah, that's one thing about Brittany. Brittany is a little bit more adventurous with food and literally everything. So if you guys haven't checked out my sister, her page is Brittany Rivers. She does a lot of hair reviews, clothing reviews, but she is the YouTube queen. So I'm looking forward to her video dropping to see her perspective. So she typically gets her video out before me, no pressure. But hopefully hers will drop soon so we can, see a little bit of that. But I've started editing it. I'm actually about finished. So mine will definitely be Friday or Sunday. So yeah, what else do you guys want to know about Virgin? Who else is in the chat that I haven't talked to yet? Make sure I didn't miss anything. I just realized how loud my refrigerator probably was when it stopped making noise. Sorry, y'all. Okay. Let's see. Dewana said, do you get to bring any wine? Hey, Dewana, I know you got a cruise coming up. I think in January, or maybe it's December. You can bring 2 bottles per cabin if you're solo. So if you're bringing someone, which I think you were booked with somebody, if I'm not mistaken, but 2 bottles per cabin, 750 milliliter bottles. You can bring them. I don't know about Taylorport. I've heard Taylorport is not allowed. I know y'all want to bring the strong stuff, but you can bring like some good like regular wine. Have you been on the New Year's Eve cruise? No, not yet. I hope to go on one day because I know that would be such a good time, but I haven't been on one yet. Anybody in the chat been on a New Year's Virgin cruise? I know they're doing 3 of them this year. It's one on every ship, so. Millie said we're on the same page about the wet hair and share rooms. Can you talk about the other group cruises you're doing this year? Yeah, sure. So I do have 2 other group cruises. I didn't have them pulled up because they are a little different than Friendsgiving. And so what I kind of call those are cruise with me cruises. So those are cruises that I'm going to be on, but it's not going to be the full like all out experience of Friendsgiving. So there's still going to be a good time though. I'm going to be there. I'm still going to hang with you. It's just going to be a little bit more lax than Friendsgiving. So the first one is going to be January, and it's the 22nd through 26th. Let me pull up my website. 22nd through 26th. And it is on the Valiant Lady, and that is a 4-day cruise to Key West. And the second one is a summer one, which I'm expecting. I really, honestly, with the January one being right around the corner, I know a lot of people might not be able to make that, but a lot of people requested. Y'all requested for me to host a summer cruise for like my teacher friends or my people who cannot take off until the summer. So I got you guys a summer cruise with me. It is going to be June 11th through 15th. And it is also going to be on the Valiant Lady, and it's the Key West itinerary. So if you have watched this channel and you watch my birthday cruise, it's going to be that itinerary in Key West. I think it's going to be a really good time. It's going to be a quick one, but I'm looking forward to doing it. Like, summertime is hot. But for those of you who can't cruise any other time, or maybe can't do the Thanksgiving, don't want to leave the family at Thanksgiving, I get it. So I wanted to give you guys some other opportunities to cruise with me. And so like I was saying about Friendsgiving, those are for solo travelers. If you have any fear around traveling by yourself, or are just worried about being on a ship by yourself, I wanted to give you guys an opportunity to know some cruises that I'll be on so that you guys can cruise with me. So I'm looking forward to, like, I'm excited about doing some other group cruises. Like, even though they're not going to be on the scale of Friendsgiving, I don't think. I'm looking forward to getting back because I love doing that Key West itinerary. Zoom Speed said I got a good deal for the Key West cruise for $5.97, and they upgraded me for free to Essential Sea Terrace. Okay, that is what's up. Yeah, you know, a lot of people who booked with me for the 2-day cruise, when they ran that sale, I think just about everybody got upgraded to some level. I think the lowest upgrade I saw was the Sea View. So they ended up with one with a window. But yeah, they definitely did upgrade on those. Now, I would not bet on it going forward. I think for that particular cruise, they just really wanted a good turnout because it was that first 2-day and they brought in their special DJ. Oh, excuse me. But I would not bet on that going forward. Hey, Ashley, girl. Tamisha, oh, well, oh no, I missed the whole lot. It's okay. It'll be on replay. What's up, your favorite couple? The pop-up king and queen they just got off the 2-day cruise. So I'm really excited to see what their experience was like. So be sure to check out your favorite couple. Is the Valiant Lady a newer ship? So all ships were Virgin. Virgin just started cruising in 2021. So all the ships are pretty new. Scarlet was the first one. Valiant came out 9 months after that. And Resilient came out like a year and a half ago. So they're all relatively new ships. You can tell, like, they all pretty much look identical. They pretty much have like all new aesthetics. Virgin is very tech savvy, so like there are lights in the room. You don't use key cards or anything. I actually have it by me. You use these wristbands, which is really cool. I don't know why mine is still sitting here, probably because I haven't fully unpacked. But this, like, you scan it to open your room, you scan it to purchase your drinks. And so it's just very upscale. So everything they do, from the decor of the ship to the processes they use, is very new school and very new. So if you're a person like me who likes new ships, you're going to love Virgin. Thank you so much for inspiring me to start solo traveling. The best decision ever. Oh, I'm so happy for you. Y'all don't know how happy that makes me to hear that. Like, I'm so happy for you guys. I'm going on the Riviera Maya itinerary in February on Valiant Lady. Would you recommend Mr. Sancho's or Paradise Beach Club? There'll be 5 other ships in port, if that makes a difference. So I've never done Paradise. I loved Mr. Sancho's when I went. So my first group trip, that's where we went. A year, like, you know, the year before this one. So check out my video to see Mr. Sancho's. I always hear that Mr. Sancho's is a good time. It was a little calm when I went, but I really enjoyed it. I heard Paradise Beach is more of the calmer one. So I guess depending on if you're looking for like a party vibe or you're looking for a calmer vibe, that would help to decide which one you should do. I will say, if you can pre-purchase Mr. Sancho's, do that, because I have seen it sell out. If there are going to be 5 ships in port, it probably will sell out. So go ahead and go on the website and purchase it if you decide that's the route you want to go. Dewana said, yes, girl. Let me see. I think I saw something about, where is it? Okay. All right. I think I got all of them. All right. Good questions, y'all. What else? What else? You definitely inspired me to try solo cruising, especially since family never want to go when you do. You know what? The bad thing is, though, your family is going to see it and they're going to want to go. Like, I remember when I first started telling my sister Brittany about cruises, she was like, I'm not getting on that water. They got different laws over there in the international water. Y'all, if I try to leave Brittany and get on Virgin, she is not having it. I hope she's not in the live and see me talking smack, but Brittany is ready to go. Like, I told her I was going to try to go back in January other than my group cruise, and she was like already packing her bag. So and that's something I really love about Virgin as a brand, is that, you know, it's hard enough to like convince somebody to get on the ship. once you get on the ship, you don't want to have to worry about like what you're going to do with all these different things, like how to register for stuff and all of that. Like I can help you with all that. But once you get on Virgin, they're going to have all of those solo traveler meetups, and they're going to help you to where you feel comfortable as a solo traveler. Like I just don't see any other cruise line that is coming close to even taking solo travelers into account like Virgin. And that's why, like for y'all, like y'all know I have worked with Virgin before, so I could seem really impartial, but like honestly, for my cruise, the first one, I paid my own money, and like I saw how the crew treated me, and I remember what it felt like to like have a solo traveler event. And so they just do such a good job. Like I mean, I just can't say anything else about it. Oh well, look, I started answering you, Taddy. What's your favorite thing about Virgin? Favorite, if I had to choose one, I mean, I guess it would be the solo traveler event. So I've kind of talked about this a little bit in some of the videos, but as far as the solo events, the first day you get on board, they have a solo traveler meetup at like 5 o'clock. So it's hosted, so their staff is like coming around like asking you like your name, tell your name, your favorite drink, or like what you're most looking forward to on the cruise. So you're meeting people from day one when you get on the ship. And so after that, they have now incorporated a solo dinner. So you can go to dinner with that group of people, and you sit down and you can make connections like immediately. In other cruise lines, they have solo events, but they're not hosted. And so you're like standing at a bar, and it's really awkward. And if you're not the type of person that just walk up and approach somebody, it could be really strange for you. So I really love the way that they have tailored to solo travelers in that space, as well as in creating solo rooms that are cheaper than what you would typically pay, because you do have to pay for 2 people whenever you go on a cruise if it's a regular room. But with Virgin, for that solo inside, and if you were on my Instagram today, I showed the solo sea view. Those rooms are a little bit cheaper, and they're priced for just 1. So it's just the fact that they take solo travelers into account, for me, is probably my favorite thing. Is the sail away champagne Moet? No. I wish. It's a very light little champagne, but you can get a nice little buzz off of it if you can down them quick enough. So they do the sail away champagne for like, it's either 30 minutes to an hour. Y'all, ironically, the past 2 cruises, I missed the champagne. I don't know. I was napping, but I missed the champagne twice in a row. But they do give you the champagne as you're at sail away. So, I mean, I feel like that just really is that luxury touch. Oh, you know what? And going back to that other question about my favorite thing about Virgin, the fact that it ain't no damn kids on it. It is adults only. Like, that's the best thing. I always forget to say that because now I'm so used to just not seeing children on the cruise since I do so many cruises with them. But that's probably one of the best things. Not too much on Brittany. She is a sweetheart. Oh yeah, Brittany is sweet. But Brittany be ready to go. Katina said, hey girl. Hey Royal Fairs, welcome. Be sure to check out their channel. One day we will have to sail on the same sailing. Looking forward to hearing about your 2025 sailings. We got to check out the videos of the 2024 one. Yes, you do. Thank you guys for being here and for joining. Are the Black Friday deals for 2026? They do extend into 26 if you're getting a sea terrace cabin. So it's any booking. If you're booking a balcony, you're going to get the Black Friday deal. As far as the $99, I don't think they go out that far for Black Friday, but everything else does. Do they play good music? So you'll have to define good music, because it's not going to be your typical, like, back that ass up, wobble, cha-cha slide. It's not going to be carnival music, but it's kind of poppy. The last 2 DJs I've experienced, on Resilient, it was very much kind of like an EDM. They had a nice like slam guy who did like live kind of blues type music. But it's a good mix, but it's not going to be like, if you're looking for like the hood gangster, like hip hop, no. Listen to that part. We have kids, so definitely appreciate the no kids zone. Yeah. And I love kids. I have to say that. I love kids, but just not when I'm cruising. Christian said, girl, I don't know what was going on that day on the 2-day cruise, but clearly it was lit. I feel like I missed out twice because Gabby and Joanne were DMing me on the boat, and clearly a time was being had. Right, but you know what? Joanne is on Valiant Lady. They were on separate ships, believe it or not. Like, I was watching both of theirs, and I don't know what's going on right now, but every Virgin ship is just lit right now. So there was a 2-day sailing going on where they brought in Sam Felt, who was like a guest DJ, and they did like this whole like 2-day party. And you had to go to the pajama party night 1, and you did Scarlet night 2, and then you were coming home the next morning. I didn't have another cruise in me because I had just done that, the travel agent cruise. I was like, I gotta go home. But yeah, their cruises were like lit. How's the spa? The spa is amazing. Like, so the spa, they do a 3-hour thermal spa pass. And so they have like, there's a hot sauna, steam room, mud room. Which one am I forgetting? Some other kind of like rainforesty room. So they have like the different spa rooms. There's the nice pool in the center. There is a cold tub and 2 hot tubs here on the side, and some nice like little marble floors you can lay on. So the spa is really nice. The pass for 3 hours, I want to say, is $50. Best way to avoid the crowds is to go extra early, extra late, or go on a port day. So, and I definitely have some videos on the spa. That's kind of my thing. What's up, Dreams to Life Travel? Welcome my best friend into the chat who just went on her first Virgin Voyages cruise. So this is who I cruised with on the 2-day cruise, and we had a time. We did miss the pajama party, but we had a time. So I got on my pajamas now since they didn't get to see the party. The kids free was definitely awesome, but I felt like a big kid on the ship. Yeah, so me and my best friend on the ship, we ate gummy bears. We went to the arcade. I had me an alcoholic milkshake. So like, I love that you can be a kid and do like all of those kind of things, and there's like no judgment. They had games out that you could play, like board games and stuff. There's usually like a puzzle making contest. So you could do that, but there's also like casinos on board. So it's just whatever vibe you're looking for. If you want to like step out and be their kid for a minute, you can. I know I was eating like the gummy swordfish. Like I'm a candy person. So the fact that I can go and just get me a little bag of candy is the move. Hey, 713 Skywalker. Do you have to make reservations for restaurants? Yes, for the 6 specialty restaurants. So there are over 20 restaurants on board. But as far as the specialty restaurants, which are going to be Razzle Dazzle, The Wake, Pink Agave, Test Kitchen, and I always forget what, Extra Virgin, and somebody else I'm forgetting. For those, you do have to make reservations. So anybody who books with me, you're going to know the process and know that you need to download the app and get your reservations. And I tell you how to get in if you're not able to get them through the app. So if you want the information, book with me, because that's the kind of thing that I do, is I help you to get your reservations, and I tell you the things that typical people probably don't know about Virgin. So I kind of help you to skip the line. So book your next Virgin Voyage with me. What else we have here? I wish I could go to Friendsgiving, but I'm going to be on Celebrity Excel for the inaugural. Ooh, okay. Okay, Ruby's baby, I see you. Like, I wanted to do that, but I have decided no more inaugurals for me. So I hope to get on the Excel. So I was looking at that last year, but that's going to be an amazing cruise. So I'm excited for you, because the Ascent, I was on their kind of like pre-cruise to the inaugural last year, and Celebrity does a great job. So Virgin is my #1 favorite cruise. Celebrity is right behind them. They're closely behind them, but you're going to spend some real money on Celebrity. Roller Fair says, see, that's why we got to go back next year, because we have not tried the spa. Oh, yeah, you definitely have to do the spa. It's a good time. Thank you, Rich Jordan. What's your favorite restaurant? You know what? It used to be Pink Agave, which was the Mexican, but I'm leaning towards Extra Virgin now. So Extra Virgin does Italian, and they have a really good steak. Like, I'm a steak person, so they have a really good steak there. So it's between those two. It could be a toss-up any day, but you really can't go wrong with the restaurants on board, to be honest. Now, I will say Test Kitchen is not for everybody. So Test Kitchen is one where they kind of do like these small kind of plates where you don't really know exactly what you're going to get. They have like 3 different menus that they test out. and like you'll get something that says like egg, and so it'll have egg in it, and that's all you know. If you're not adventurous, Test Kitchen probably is the one I would say don't do. But like for your first meal that you're gonna do on board, you gotta do pink agave for sure, and you probably should do extra virgin. What's the vibe at the main pool deck? You know what? I have seen so many different vibes when it comes to the pool. So the pool is not like music blasting DJ that I've ever seen, but it's small and intimate. Now, this is one thing I would say that I hope that Virgin changes in the future. Their pool is really, really small. So they have like two main pools. There's one like here on this end of the ship. There's like a little bar here in the center, and then there's one here. And the pool, the main pool to me is really small, and it forces you to kind of be close to people, which isn't bad because it's all adults. But I rarely spend time in that pool. I'm more of a hot tub girl, so you'll find me in a hot tub before you find me in that main pool. But people seem to enjoy it. I always see a ton of people with towels laid out and a ton of people out there, but it's just a little bit too packed and too close for me, to be honest. Gumbay, thank you. How did I forget Gumbay? Yes, Korean barbecue is the last restaurant that I missed. Oh, Gina, you're going on Excel too? Okay, wait a minute. Y'all are big money. Don't y'all tell me nothing about Virgin if y'all gonna be on Excel. Least favorite eatery, Gumbay. It's funny because I host like my group dinner is always at Gumbay because Gumbay is the best way for you to like meet people. So they seat you at a booth, and if you go solo, then you have to sit with random people. But if you go like with my group, I make a reservation for you, so we all sit together and you get to like sit with people that you kind of semi-know. You play drinking games, which is very fun. But when it comes to Korean barbecue, like it's okay, but I'm not the biggest fan. So it's probably my least favorite of the restaurants. And I probably should say that because I do group dinner there every year. I eat it, like I eat everything, but it's definitely my least favorite. Hey Team Breeze, how you guys doing? Let's see, do you know if they have vegan options at the pizza place? If I'm not mistaken, they do. They do make their pizza like on demand, so I know you can tell them that you don't want something on it, but I feel like they do have a standard vegan option that doesn't have meat on it. And the pizza is really, really good on Virgin too. When you get off the ship for port days, do you go off the ship time or local when you get back? You always want to stay on ship time. And if you're leaving out of Miami, ship time is going to be Eastern. So if something changes that, because there have been some ports I've been to where they tell you to move your time up or back. If the time is going to change, they'll tell you. But the majority of the time, you're going to stay on ship time. So keep that in mind. And one thing that I need to make it a point to tell you guys in the video is when you're on the ship, you probably want to go into your settings. I know they have this on the iPhone where you don't do the automatic 24-hour settings so that it won't automatically change your time for you. So there's a way to stop your phone from adjusting so that you can stay on ship time. But just listen to the instructions. They'll let you know what you need to do. What's up, Black Love, Black Travel? Some more friends that I just met on Friendsgiving and on the 2-day retreat. So good to see you guys here. Check out their channel if you are looking for couples, booed up, and fashionable booed up couples. In Black Love Travel, my friend, oh no, wait, was it? I think it was my friend. When she saw your page and she realized like who you all were, she was like, oh yeah, they be styling. So she wanted to meet y'all afterwards. She just didn't make the connection when I said hey to you guys. So good to see y'all in here. Hey, catchy username. Oh damn, Jen live. I'm like, y'all know Jen don't go live on YouTube. But look, I just could not record it. I tried so hard to record a video for you guys this morning. I just was not in the recording spirit. I'm excited about going home and seeing my family. And I'm still hyped for my Virgin cruise. My two least faves are Test Kitchen and Gumbay. Yeah, I mean, I could see why people would say that for Test Kitchen. But for me, like, I love the wine pairing for Test Kitchen. So the food, I feel like the food is decent. I've had 2 out of 3 of the menus. And so the food to me is decent, but I do go for pizza afterwards. So I do feel like you need a little bit more to eat afterwards. But yeah, probably I would have to say that those are my 2 least favorite too. Gumbe looks like you go for a fun experience, not necessarily food. Yep, and I agree to that. That's pretty accurate. And they give you, I like the appetizers at Gumbe more than I like the food they cook on the grill. So I do like that they cook it for you, because if I had to cook it, it would be burned up and nasty. So they do cook the food for you in the center, and so it's a really good, I like it for like you said, the experience rather than the food. But they do have some really good little chicken bites. So if you do go to Gumbe, get the little chicken that they give you as an appetizer and the little pancake thing. Those are delicious. All right, so Team Reese Travel saying hey to Black Love, Black Travel. Okay. All right, y'all saying hey to each other. All right, this is good. This is good. What else? What else are we talking about with Virgin? I might have to go live with y'all more often since y'all have questions. Oh, my hot chocolate is cold now. If you are just joining, once again, Friendsgiving 2025 is happening November 21st through 26th on Virgin Voyages Scarlet Lady. This one is going to be a big one, y'all. I'm going into year 3 of hosting my group cruises. I have 2 opportunities for you to cruise with me. They're smaller group cruises, so you can definitely join those. There's one January and one June, but Friendsgiving is what we are here about today, and Friendsgiving is where it's at. So I'm already excited for it. True about the experience for Gumbe, but our table makes for horrible. Yeah, and that's the thing about Gumbe. So that Korean barbecue, like, I think that's such a cool concept, but the fact that, especially that I work with solo travelers and I'm a solo traveler, it's tough when they force you to sit at the table with people and you never know the vibe. One time I got seated with some people who didn't drink, and you play a drinking game, and they were just so like turned off from even putting water in their shot glass and drinking it like it was a shot. So it was just a really weird experience. So it can be hit or miss. So that's one where if I'm cruising by myself, I never go to Gumbe. But I always do that one for my group dinner because it's a great experience with the group. The group really makes it. Let's see. What are the dates and destination in June? So the dates for June are June 11th through 15th, and it's going to be Key West and Bimini, Bahamas. So it's going to be the 4-day Key West. So it's going to be the same for January and for June. Both of those are 4-day sailings. Can Sailor Loop be used to upgrade Wi-Fi? Yes, it can. You just have to do it once you get on board. Didn't drink. What is that? I mean, that's what I'm saying too. That's why I was like, how we gonna play the drinking game and none of y'all, I'm the only one drinking. So they were like giving me all the little, whatever that drink is, they give you soju, however you say it. They were giving me all of the little alcohol and everybody else was drinking water, and I felt like it was giving real alcoholic over there because I was like, just give it to me. The table mates definitely make a difference at Gumbe. True. Now, as far as like some other group things that are really fun that I got to do this year versus last year. So I told you guys about how much I love karaoke. So this year for karaoke, we ended up getting one of the private rooms. I wish we could have got the bigger one, but there's a private area called the groupie where you can go into a room with just your group and do karaoke. Now, some of the music, the beat is off. I don't know if like Virgin didn't want to pay to get the copyrights for the music or what. So the beat is a little off, but you get the gist. Like, you drink enough, you won't even notice. So, but karaoke was really, really fun for groups, and definitely Gumbe. Let's see. How long is the Friendsgiving cruise? It is 5 nights. So the 21st through 26th. The groupie was so much fun. Yes, they didn't want to pay, but we still had fun. yeah, I really, really enjoyed the groupie, and I was glad that we got to do that. I ironically have done the groupie by myself, and I didn't know that you could hear outside of the room, so I've done the groupie by myself, but this year it was fun to get to do it with some of the ladies on the trip. So, all right, y'all, look, I have been on here almost an hour yapping, so I'm going to take the final questions that you guys have. Of course, I'm around. If you want to DM me about Friendsgiving or about anything, I'll be around on Instagram for sure. If you're not following me on Instagram, that is where I live. It is the Jen Danielle, just one word, no dashes or anything. I'm semi on TikTok, but really I live on Instagram. So if you want to reach out to me, DM me. But if you want to book a cruise, please email me because my DMs are getting a little bit flooded right now. And I want to make sure I don't miss you if you want to book a cruise. Thank you, Dewana. I appreciate it. Michelle said they gave us so much food at Gun Bay this time. We couldn't eat it all. Nobody wanted too much, and I stuffed myself. If you eat bacon, be prepared to eat the most bacon. Okay, so let's talk about the running joke with the bacon. So the last 2 or 3 cruises I've been on, my feet have my feet were hurting. And I didn't notice that they were swollen until me and some of the other girls ended up talking. And we were like, you know what? I think our feet are swollen. Like, what is going on? Is it the water or what? Well, I can confirm now that I have been back on Virgin since then that it is the bacon. So if you've been on Carnival, you know that they like ration out the bacon and they like stand there and they hand it to you and everything, which they hand it to you on Virgin. But they give you so much bacon, and I don't even eat pork bacon at home. Like, I usually buy and cook turkey bacon, but when I get on Virgin, I eat bacon every day. And my feet were literally swollen from all that salt and from eating that bacon. And I mean, they give you like 5 and 6 strips every meal. I was eating like French toast burgers that had bacon on it, plates of bacon, like just bacon, bacon, bacon. So be careful with the bacon when you get on Virgin because they will give it to you. What's up, Drea? Hey, from Memphis. I will be in Memphis in 12 hours. So I am coming home tomorrow. Miss Think Pink said, bacon lover's dream. Do you go on all-inclusive vacations? I have not done an all-inclusive yet, but I want to because I'm hearing that it's similar to the experience on Virgin. So hopefully in 2025, I can make it out to an all-inclusive. Extra bacon, yes, please. Be careful, catchy username. I'm telling you, like, they will give you all the bacon you want. And that's the dangerous thing about Virgin. Like, when they say everything is included, you can eat as much as you want. They're not going to stop you from eating 3 steaks in a row, but you're going to be sick. So you got to practice self-control, right? They definitely don't hold back on the bacon. Yeah. All right, y'all. So I'm going to go because I am always the person that waits to the last minute to pack. And like I said, I have a 7 a.m. flight and I have not packed to go home tomorrow. So thank you guys for joining. I'm going to add that link for the Friendsgiving group right now. And I'm going to add my website so that you can see the other 2 cruises that I have. I hope that you guys can join me. I would love to have you. Friendsgiving is always an amazing experience, but I'm looking forward to connecting with you guys in some smaller groups too, because I have a feeling Friendsgiving is going to be pretty big next year. So thank you guys so much. Those of you who joined, who were on the cruise, I miss you all. Thank you for making the experience so amazing this year. And I cannot wait to see you guys in the next one. Thank you. Bye, everybody. Oh, wait a minute. We got a couple more comments. Hold on. Let me answer the comments real quick. But I'll never do it again. Okay. All right. I got everything. Good night, everybody. Bye.